Guys, Erica here. Today I'll be doing a plan with me. I will be using a kit from a new shop off of Etsy. This will be my first kit from them. And I will be doing a plan as I go. I normally don't do that, but this week has been extremely hectic and I am extremely late, so that's the reason why this is going up so late. So let's look at the kit. This is by Biggle Bean. This is the hydrangea kit. As you can see, you get a lot of different boxes. She does have in the kit, you get 6 full boxes, and then you get 3 boxes with the inside kind of like blurred out, which I think is good for planning if you have a very full week ahead of you, which I actually do. And you'll see in this kit that she does offer stickers that you can actually stick in those boxes, so it's actually it's very convenient to have those there. On the side here, you'll see that she does offer a short washi, but she does have more. On this page here, this is where you'll find all of your heart check flags, your milled stickers, and she actually has a lot, so I think that's for people that are planning their mills. I do not use those at all. I don't think I need to plan out any mills or anything. It's just me. You do get some weekend banners and you get some half boxes. The half boxes are a little different. I'm not used to those that way, but they do have a header at the top of them, so I guess it is kind of convenient. The next page is where you will find a lot of some more half boxes are actually on this page. They are aligned at the top, and again, like the stickers I was saying earlier, it's actually stickers and little quotes with decoration right at the top. On each page she has at least one, which I think will work nice in those first boxes. There you have some bigger checks stickers. I haven't seen any that big. The width of them are pretty huge compared to her other checklists, so I thought that was neat. You do get your weekend banner. You do get your sidebar sticker, I apologize, and you do get some flags there and some little header stickers that you can check off things, and you get a couple. So on this page, you do have at the top your to-dos this week today and bill due stickers, payday, but it's a little weird. They don't have all of the weeks there. You do get another sticker there. You get your washi at the bottom. They give you 2 different types, and as you can see, I am showing you have 2 sticker options. You do have some chore checklists, some trash can icons, and some laundry stickers. On here you do get 2 different kinds of washis, as I said before, and the other shorter version to the white one is on the actual other side, the very first page, so I thought that was cool. So let's get started with this week. So I'm gonna zoom you out just so you get a view of the entire week that I will be planning for. I am actually going to start with putting out my full boxes. Now this step is a little bit more therapeutic for me. I'm gonna forward past it, but it's just me organizing where I want each sticker to go, and as you'll see later on, I will change it later. I'm very indecisive, so you see that I'm putting the full boxes at the bottom. Sometimes I do change this up. I'll put them in the middle, at the very top. It just depends on what I need to do, and since this week was so full, it was made more sense to put these at the bottom. I had a lot of checklists and a lot of things to do this week. I am preparing for some visits from family the following week, and I had a busy schedule at work because, like I said before in previous videos, that I do have an actual full-time job, and this is more of, you can say, a hobby for me that I really like doing. So here I'm just putting them all down, and then I noticed, like, hey, I don't really want this here. I want to actually change it up. So I'm actually going to start to move some of these around and change them up, and this is when I pull in my handy dandy undo, which this stuff is heaven sent. It actually takes these stickers off, and it still leaves the back of them sticky so you can reposition them. so you don't actually have to pay extra for repositional stickers. And I actually do this a couple of times throughout this video. Like I said before, I'm very indecisive, and just looking at it, the aesthetics just wasn't what I wanted it to be and what I wanted this week to look like. So for me, it made more sense to just continue to change it instead of just leaving it the same. And as you're going to see throughout this entire video, these full boxes are going to change completely multiple times. This will not be the first time that I actually change it around and I actually come back in one of these clips, and you'll see like the whole arrangement's completely different, and it's again me just being very indecisive. So here you'll see I'm going to start with my sidebar sticker. I normally do that as the very next step, just decorating, getting some creativity out of me. And as you can see, I'm using one of the half boxes, but I didn't keep the header side at the top. I actually flipped it around because I wanted to put something in the box, but it didn't need a header attached to it. So I'm also putting down my sidebar sticker, and at the bottom I put down another half box at the very bottom. So I am actually going to start with Monday, and I'm going to start putting down my today stickers. Now, what I mentioned previously was that the kit was a little weird. So I'm not sure if it was maybe I didn't get a full kit, which I didn't think there was an option, but with this kit, the today and to do stickers, you only get 4. You don't get the whole 7 days, which I thought was a little weird. I've never seen that before. So I'm not sure if it was my fault and I got the wrong kit. So here I'm just pulling in some bow checklists. This is from White Deer Stationery. They are gold foiled. I wanted to pull in some foil because this kit does not have any, which I don't mind having to do because this kit, it was a beautiful kit with great paper. The paper is premium matte. So I'm going to actually just put down 3 of them. I actually cut them down. You do get 6 on the checklist, but I only needed 3 for Monday. And as you see, as the days go by, I add either more or less. I put down the to-do sticker, and I'm actually going to plan as I go. I'm actually going to write down everything that I need to do for the week. I'm going to map out all of my videos that need to be edited or put up, and anything that I have to do for work will actually go in here. So I have some bow icons from White Deer Stationery. I'm going to pull in the more colors that have to do with the hydrangea color, so the blues and the purples. So I'm going to use the purple one, and it does have gold foiling on it. I actually stuck to using gold foiling. I wanted to pull in the grocery bag because I do need to do groceries, and this is from a freebie from ThePinkRoomCo, where I get a lot of my washi from. I'm also pulling in one of those heart check headers, and this is going to mark some happy mail that I was actually expecting from Etsy this week. So I'm going to put down the things I have to do in the morning at work. I'm going to put down that I need to paint my nail and get groceries and remember that I'm getting the happy mail in. For Tuesday, I do apologize, my camera actually cut off. I'm using a half box there to put that I need to fill my plan with me, and I'm actually going to pull in some heart icons from White Deer Stationery. I'm gonna pull in, it's like a bluish purple one, and again they all have the gold foiling on them. And I don't normally use a certain icon for filming or anything like that. I just use what I actually have on hand. So the other heart header box that I'm actually putting in is for another happy mail that I'm actually supposed to be expecting on Tuesday. And then you're gonna watch me just fill it in for any appointments that I may have, any follow-ups, any customer calls or anything like that that I have to do. And it's going to be kind of sparse at first, but then as the week goes on, as the day goes on, as I'm filming, I will start to realize like, hey, you missed some things. So right here you see me just putting down more of those bow checklists from White Deer Stationery. and I'm just putting them on until I can't go any further, which is on Friday when I do not have any more today or to do stickers. So here you're going to see me finish up with the to-dos. I'm gonna put the remaining ones down for Wednesday and Thursday, and I kept the colors the same. So what I did was, if the today or to do sticker was pink, purple, or blue, I just kept the same color. And with that being said, I'm gonna notice that I actually made a mistake, getting ahead of myself, a little excited to plan this week. I actually put the wrong color on Thursday. So I'm using undo to get it off, let it dry, and then reposition everything the correct way. As you can see, like I said before, I am going to continue to just go back and fill out extra things that are like coming to me as I'm going, like, oh wait, I forgot to put down this. So I'm doing that while I'm waiting for the undo to dry on the sheet. So yeah. Okay, so after everything dries and I give it a little shake, I'm gonna put down the actual to-dos that actually go with the today stickers that are at the top. And I'm not sure that I mentioned this in the beginning. I'm sure I didn't. But the weekly kit that I actually use to do all of my planning is from Jasenia Printables off of Etsy. She is a YouTuber, and her weekly planner kits are, for me, they're actually awesome. Here I am actually placing down one of those half boxes, and I am putting it the right side up this way, and I'm actually positioning where I want this heart icon sticker to go, and I'm actually just writing in exactly what I need to do for that day, and that will be a filming day for me. And none of this stuff is actually, I'm not sure about everyone else, but for me, a lot of the planning that I do is not set in stone. Here I'm putting down, I'm trying to fix not having a today and to do sticker for that Friday, so I'm trying to come up with something that I could put there to make it look nice. I'm actually pulling in a laundry sticker from Paper Princess Plans. This is our laundry princess in the F coloration. There's two different sizes. I'm actually going to use the smaller one, and then from SimplyWatercolorCo, I'm going to pull in this half box and put it on Wednesday to mark a laundry day for me. And I do laundry in like 2 days. I don't do everything in one day. I just seem to not be able to. I don't have the time to. I'm not sure if anyone else has this problem where you finish washing and drying, but you literally have a stack of laundry you have to fold. I don't fold them right away, so I normally fold them the very next day, and that's what I'm going to do for Wednesday. And I'm just going to write that on in there. I'm actually going to pull in these these bow checklists from NicoleAlexiaDesigns, and I'm going to mark the actual start of doing laundry. I'm not sure why I did it backwards, but again, like I said, the way I plan, everything is laid out. I do pre-plan, but I make changes on the way of what I'm able to accomplish and what I'm not. When I see it actually laid out on a planner, it actually makes more sense. Now I'm actually filling out what I have to do Thursday. Thursday is a work event for me, so I have to remember to bring a couple of items with me. It's an outside event, so I have to mark that down, or I will forget and have to sit on the grass in my clothes. There I put down a half box, and I am going to pull another one of those heart icons from White Deer Stationery. This one's like a little lilac color, and I'm going to mark to edit my TN setup video so I can have it ready for you guys the following week. Now you see me putting down my bow checklist just like I did for the rest of the week, and I'm going to try to make this as cohesive as possible. There is a better way to do this, but for me, since I was planning and going and writing, I just couldn't think clearly. As you saw, that I've done a million mistakes with this plan with me. And that crookedness of the header is gonna drive me crazy until I use some undo on it, but I'll do that later. You'll see me doing that later. So yeah, I'm putting down everything I need to do for the day. The better way to do it would have been to not chop off the bottom like I'm going to do now, but to do the top instead, so the bottom stays put together and it doesn't look like you chopped it. I'm going to pull in my slice tool. I do have also a X-Acto knife with a gold barrel. This one is a little bit more sharp for me. I've cut myself multiple times using this guy here. So I'm going to use the slice tool, but those were two different options you can use when trying to cut stickers to just fit your options or your planner. The slice tool, I've noticed, is a little bit more gentler, and it doesn't cut through the paper as like deep that X-Acto knife can do, especially if you have a very sharp or new blade. Here I'm using the undo to take off the bottom half of that sticker, and again, if you want to do it the correct way, make everything look cohesive, I would do it from the top, not the bottom. And here you see me fixing that header that was literally driving me insane because it was a little crooked. So I had to fix it, or I wouldn't have been able to be okay with this planner. And it's kind of having trouble sticking because it's still wet at the bottom, but it definitely does stick in the end. If you just leave it alone, it'll be fine. Here I'm going to pull in some SimplyWatercolorCo headers. I do not have numbers from her shop, which I do know she does have. I pulled in numbers somewhere else, but I'm just showing you the foiling and how pretty it looks, just to add the extra little glimmer to your planner. I think that's so pretty. But yes, there are all the headers on. Now I'm doing Thursday, and then I'll do Fridays as well. Here I just put down the Friday sticker, and as you can see, I'm still having trouble with that header sticking. But I digress. I'm going to actually write today in the very top box. And not to mimic what the other ones have in it or the look, but just to put something there. It just looks so awkward not having anything in there. Next, I'm going to pull in these number covers. These are from, I do believe, from Heidi Swap. They were from a very long time ago. They're super old. The foiling on each number comes off. They like literally, you could just rub on them and they'll come off. But I have probably about 6 sets of those. So instead of buying just new number covers, I'd rather just get rid of them and use them all. Not waste them, but definitely use them all so I can use them and get rid of them, because they're not good. And I can buy some better ones from SimplyWatercolorCo, White Deer Stationery, and others that actually carry them in the font that I would like. Yeah, so I'm just putting those down. I'm trying to be as careful as possible. I usually rub whatever sticker I'm putting down, but with these I did pull in some of my favorite tweezers. This has a very pointed tip. Just to be careful. I know with the flatter tipped ones, more than likely it probably would have pulled off a lot of that foiling, which I'm sure is going to happen with me opening and closing my planner. But with these, I'm just trying to be a little bit more gentler when I put them down and not rub, but just pat them down and make sure they're sticking on the paper. Here I'm just pulling in a payday sticker from that freebie from ThePinkRoomCo. And this is going to mark that Thursday will be a payday for me at my full-time job. So yes, I'm just sticking that down, and I am using the tweezers again because I noticed that a lot of the stickers are really getting stuck to my fingers, so I just started to use my tweezers instead. Here I'm just writing in some more things that have to be done on Thursday. I do kind of like, I'm looking at my pre-planner and just trying to figure everything out, make sure I have everything written down. So I'm going back and forth between Thursday and Friday just to see between the 2 days what I can actually fit in and what I can't, and what I need to bring over into the weekend. Normally when I pre-plan, I set very high expectations for myself that sometimes I cannot accomplish on certain days because it gets extremely hectic. And I'm sure a lot of us out there that do plan, or not plan as extensively as white space planning, but anyone that uses a planner, sometimes we do spread ourselves too thin, and for me it's just not enough hours in a day. I'm using another White Deer Stationery Boast icon, and I'm gonna write in a reminder for myself. I do have a class to attend for my job, and I want to remind myself to bring my meeting notebook, which is something that I usually always forget. I normally just have my planner with me, and my planner, I have a notes section in there, but sometimes I just do not like to carry it with me because I am using the Foxy Fix Lush in white. I think it's called Snow, and it gets super dirty, and I do actually have a case for it. Here I'm gonna pull in the Paper Princess Work Princess stickers in the F coloration. I'm going to use again one of the smaller ones to notate work that I need to continue to do on YouTube to finish setting everything up, because I am new to filming, not new to YouTube in general, but to have a filming actual like site and everything like that is new to me. So I have to finish like getting the ins and outs and things of that nature. Here I'm just pulling in another of one of those bow icons. This one's a pink one with the gold foiling, and I'm gonna put on there to actually fold my laundry. So unfortunately in this video you do see that since my week was so full, my laundry was actually done in 3 days and not the normal 2. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's whatever. We all have those weeks, I'm sure of it. But yeah, I'm just writing in that I need to fold that laundry. Now I'm gonna put in one of those header boxes with the heart check on the side, and I actually flipped it so that the heart is upside down. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to pull in a White Deer Stationery bow icon to mark that I need to wash my hair. Since I am a natural, in the summertime I tend to do a little bit more of the protective styling to keep my hair protected for the summer heat. So yeah, I have to make sure I wash my hair to get it ready for a protective style. Here I'm putting on one of the other full boxes in the weekend section at the bottom, what I normally do, and I got this from Jasenia, to pull the planner apart just to make sure everything lines up. I am anal about that. It needs to line up, or I'm gonna use undo to change it. So I'm putting in both boxes, and as you can see, I am using the boxes that don't have any pattern on the inside, and I'm doing that because I am going to layer some of those stickers in there because I think that'd be cute, and that was a good way of her Biggle Bean compensating for not having actual designs in some of the boxes, so you can have a full week of full boxes. Here you see me, I'm going to actually move this up so I can finish the weekend section and put some to-dos in that area. I didn't really need today stickers here for the weekend because my weekend was literally to buy and to clean, so that's the only 2 I actually used. And for Sunday, I actually used the full 6 bow checklist from White Deer Stationery because I had a lot of things to get done before family members came the following week. So I did use all 6 of those bows, and I probably could have used more, to be honest. Here I'm just getting Saturday situated. What I was going to do was use one of the header boxes and put it at the very top and make another today section like I did for Friday. But after putting it down, I noticed that I didn't really have a lot going on for Saturday. It was just a lot of prepping and preparing, just as Sunday was. So I used my undo and actually took off that header box and I replaced it with a to buy sticker instead. And I put down 3 of the bow checklists underneath, which I will end up changing later on. Here you see me putting down that same exact header box that I had previously removed, and I'm gonna put my upload TN setup there. But here you see me actually removing that very last bow off of there because I noticed that it wasn't very necessary for me to have 3 on there. I only needed 2, and I didn't even end up using the second one. Saturday was just packed of me getting situated with everything. So there, I just moved it just so I can actually cut it. And I do apologize for this not being in frame. You know, when you're really working and you're not really noticing that an audience is watching you, and that's one of my biggest issues right now. When I do plan with me's, I don't tend to keep it in the frame for you guys to see, so that's something I actually have to work on, because after reviewing this back, I'm like, I keep going out of frame, and I do apologize for that. So after putting down that header sticker, here I'm pulling in another White Deer Stationery bow icon, and I'm gonna put in there again to upload TN setup. This one was like a lime green one. You actually, the camera's not picking up, but it was a pretty muted lime green color. Here I'm putting down one of the half boxes, and I'm going to show you that I did put in the bottom box, which I didn't have on camera because it wasn't recording, the bloom where you are planted sticker that she had there to make that a full box with decoration inside. So on the same page there was another sticker that says love grows here. I actually put that in that box as well. From ThePinkRoomCo freebie that I got, I actually put down some coffee stickers for Saturday and Sunday. My biggest problem for the weekends, and this is just for the weekends, not the weekday, is that I do forget to get coffee and I get a really, really bad migraine. So I have to actually remind myself to get it, because if I don't, my weekend is gone. I can't tell you how many times a weekend has came and I had a migraine the entire weekend. So yeah, I'm also pulling in one of the bow flags from NicoleAlexiaDesigns in the purple with the gold foiling, and I'm gonna mark in there to do a treatment on my hair, and I'm also marking to get coffee on each of those coffee icons. Here on Sunday, I'm putting the items that I have to clean, and it is a lot, and this is more of a detailed cleaning. This isn't an everyday cleaning type situation. It is more detailed because of the people I have coming. I also pulled in from the kit the trash can sticker, and I wrote next to it to take out the trash, which is a big thing for me. I actually hate doing that. Here you see me putting in a hydrate sticker. Since Thursday I will be outside, it's going to be extremely hot that day. I needed to remind myself, unfortunately, that I need to stay hydrated, bring some water, and be hydrated while I'm out in the park that day for my work event that I mentioned that I have on Thursday. And here you see, I'm trying to gather my thoughts as to which washi I want to use. I really like the white washi, so I actually went with that one. And I'm just showing you that that whole page is completely used up, nothing's left. And I just wanted to point out that is a huge accomplishment with white space planning. It is very hard to use sheets up in kits, so we tend to have a ton of leftovers. So I love seeing an empty sticker kit. That just is wonderful. So I'm actually pulling in a chin up buttercup sticker that is actually in the kit. These are one of the stickers, the mini stickers she actually has in there for you to decorate your planner with. So I'm going to put that there because I don't really use that section for what it's supposed to be used for. So I just end up decorating it instead of actually using it. Here's the washi that I plan on using. I'm not sure which one I'm actually going to go with, so I'm going to sit here and just try to figure it out, try to find out which one will be the best one to put in the planner. So I'm thinking that tealish color or the purple one. I'm not quite sure which one, so I'm going to lay it out and then figure it out, but I do know those two are the main two colors that I do want to use in this planner with that one right there. So I'm not sure which one will go with the scalloped edges, but I end up actually choosing, instead of the teal color, I actually went with the purple color. So here you see me actually whiting out the bottom. These washi tapes are very transparent, so I didn't want any lines to be seen, and I'm just using a regular big whiteout tape, nothing special. I don't need anything special just to plan with, and I use that in my everyday life, and they're super cheap. Yeah, so I'm gonna mark out the bottom and the top just to get those little check dots out of the way, so that I can put the washi in that very same space. Now here you see I just definitely chose that lavender color. For me, that was one of the prettiest ones. I'm actually going to settle it on the bottom and use my slice tool to cut off the edges to make it more seamless and make it match with the washi that came with the actual kit. So it kind of makes it look like it belonged there. So that's what you see me doing now. I'm actually just cutting off the edges with the slice tool. After cutting the washi for the bottom, this one here is also from ThePinkRoomCo. It is a scalloped gold edge washi, and as you can see the inconsistencies in the gold foiling, it is a little faded. But I do not mind. So what I ended up doing was putting the scalloped edge towards the washi that came with the kit. I thought that was very cute. And all I'm going to do is the same exact thing I did for the lavender washi. I'm going to place it, and then I am going to cut the edges with my slice tool. But this is just me here just trying to figure out which way I would like to position it on the weekly kit, and this is exactly the way that I thought it would look better. So after I was done with placing the washi and cutting the edges, I noticed that Saturday and Sunday were missing their headers, their weekly header labels, and their date numbers. So what I went and did was went back into the SimplyWatercolorCo kit, the same one I used before, and I placed them on Saturday and Sunday with some date number covers from Heidi Swap, like I mentioned before. Here I just pulled in some NicoleAlexiaDesign, one of her pink bow flags to put in the next week's section, and I'm just going to notate what I actually have to do business wise for my small business that I have. So next I'm going to pull in some of the heart icons from White Deer Stationery. I pulled in the bluish purple ones that I thought really went with the kit. But I wanted to actually white out the very top of the weekly kit because I wasn't going to use those for what they were designated for. In that section, you do get a to-do section and a work to-do section. In my planner, I have a to-do checklist, and I do have a separate planner that I actually use for more in-detail work items. So it wasn't really necessary for me to keep those two sections there. So what I usually use these for is keep account of Instagram followers and YouTube subscribers for my channel. So I thought that would be a neat idea to use these two sections for, and it just made sense to me to use them for that. And that's one of the things I like with White Space Planner. You do not need to use the planner how it's designated. It's not like a bullet journal, but it is a planner where you can be a little bit more versatile and you can use it the way it fits you. So what I ended up doing was switching these around, making one icon on the right, one icon on the left, to kind of balance the sheet out for myself. So this is the completed planner. This is the very first page, Monday through Friday. I really like how it turned out. I really love the sidebar. I love all of the stickers I use, and as you can see, I do have some white spaces. They do not stay, they actually get filled up throughout the week. And look at that, I love the foil. It's so pretty. And that is the weekend and my happy thought next week and priorities and don't forget section. And with these planners, you can definitely use them to your advantage. You can put whatever you like in them. I love the washi. I have another piece. I will be reusing it later on in the memory planner. So here's the full kit. I'm going to show you what I've used. Of course, the first page is completely gone, and I told you I love when I see things like that. I do have some checklists still available and some mill stickers, which I do not use, weekend banners in half boxes, and I have 3 sheets of washi left and some headers with some small icons on the left hand side, which I will definitely be using in the future. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Let's try to make this pretty. Let's try to make this pretty. Let's try to make this pretty. Pretty.